The key to this game is you. Showcase your talent. Let it fly, let it rip, pick it, play your game. You're not here by accident. You're here by design and purpose.
I really just want you guys to embrace this opportunity and enjoy this moment. Be aggressive, be relentless, compete the entire time. But also take a moment to look around. You guys are the future of this game, the future stars of this game.
Wonderful advice from two great pros as we get you set to look into the future. Seattle, Washington is all prettied up. The weather's fantastic, and they've got a bunch of really excited young men who are the future of Major League Baseball getting ready to show their wares here at T-Mobile Park on a fabulous Saturday afternoon.
Deep drive left center, gone. Alfonso Soriano's done it again. Second home run of the game.
Marvelous play. So far, the play of the day by Cabrera. My goodness. In there for strike three. Greinke looks like the real deal, doesn't he? That one left field, Justin Upton. And goodbye, home run. And the 5-2 player shows you one of them right there. And Team USA is on the board. Mike Trout at the plate. Here's the 3-1 delivery, and that one's got to be a base hit into right center field. Maybe more than that. Trout's got a double. And may have broken the bat, but he gets a base hit.
Well, the man they called Tiny has been an offensive machine.
And it's going for a home run. Nick Castellanos, a 3-run shot.
No, it didn't take Javier Baez long to put his stamp on the futures game. A 2-run extra base hit for Kyle Schwarber, who's into third. It's 3-1 Americans. Peter Alonso cranks this one to left, and that is way gone.
Welcome, everybody, to the SiriusXM All-Star Futures game here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington. Couldn't ask for better conditions, to say the least. It's the National League against the American League. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Sims, along with Jonathan Mayo and Yonder Alonso. Glad you could join us this afternoon. And Yonder, give us a taste of what we saw most recently in his future games, guys who are already impacting in the major leagues.
Absolutely. Look, last year was an absolute beauty. It was a party. We start with Yuri Perez and what he's done. He's been a backboner to the Miami Marlins. He's been basically the Sandy Alcantara 2.0. Andrew Abbott, unbelievable, 4.1238 ERA. Every outing he has been a quality outing. Hunter Brown, talk about missing what Verlander did for the Houston Astros. Well, he's been the guy for them to answer. Francisco Alvarez, youngest catcher with 16-plus home runs in the last 50 years. Jordan Walker, my goodness, ever since he came back, he's been producing at a high level with an 843 OPS. Anthony Volpe, what can you say about Mr. Yankee? This guy has played every single game, and the youngest got to do it. Gunnar Henderson, oh, he's a dandy, 944 OPS and a slugging machine. Corbin Carroll had a game-winning base hit today. The alumni group has done a fantastic job. He's going to get MVP votes. And what can you say about Mr. Ellie De La Cruz, the showstopper, a youngest player to hit for the cycle in just 12 games in the big leagues? It's going to be a great class. Not only last year's class, but I think this year's class will surprise a lot of people.
I think that is a very good point. And, Jonathan, take us through a couple of guys that you're looking for that we can be talking about them next year at this time.
And we will. I'm going all Jacksons all the time. Let's start with Jackson Holiday. Everyone's been wanting to see him in this game. The #1 pick in last year's draft, our #1 prospect. This is a guy who's gone from high school. He's already been promoted up a level. He's in high A. I think he goes to AA. He's the full package. He can play shortstop. On the National League side is Jackson Churio, the youngest futures game participant for the second year in a row. All 5 tools. He's already at the upper levels of the Brewers system at such a young age. These guys are getting to the big leagues faster and faster. And listen, I don't even have time to talk about Jackson Merrill. We'll get to him in the game. But look, this is our top 10. All 6 of these guys are here. The Jacksons, 1 and 3. Marcelo Meyer, James Wood, who put on an absolute show during batting practice. This is my favorite day of the year.
Yeah, this is going to be fun, and Wood was really marvelous, no question about it. Let's check in with Carolyn Pineda. She's standing by with Jackson Holiday.
Jackson, a year ago you were drafted #1 overall. You've risen to be the #1 prospect in baseball. From then to now, where do you feel like you've grown the most?
I've just matured in my game in, I feel like, all aspects. I'm someone who likes to improve in every part of my game, so just being able to grow offensively and defensively has been pretty important, and I feel like those are the biggest strides that I made.
You're here representing the Orioles this weekend. What have you most enjoyed about playing for this rising organization?
Yeah, I think the people in the organization are awesome. They've done a great job of drafting guys that get along. We all get along, and they're all very talented, and it's been a lot of fun to be a part of.
Your manager here, Harold Reynolds, told us you sat next to each other on the bus this morning. What did he tell you on that bus ride?
Yeah, just to come out here and enjoy it and have fun. He brings a lot of energy, and it's been a lot of fun to be around him so far.
Thank you, Jackson. Now we'll go to Sierra Santos in the National League dugout.
Thanks, Caroline. I am here with Justin Crawford. And Justin, your dad is Carl Crawford, an MLB great. He played 15 years in the big leagues. And he got his start right here at the Futures game. What is it like to have this family tradition come full circle?
Oh, it's amazing. Being able just to come out here with all these guys and being able to have my family here, it's really just a dream come true. And being able to just be out here and just trying to enjoy it and just have fun with it.
What advice did he give you? And did he tell you what that game meant to him?
He told me to soak it all in. I mean, this is really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Come out, enjoy it, have fun. Just take everything just one step at a time and then have fun and enjoy it.
Last year, you were here at All-Star Weekend getting drafted. A full calendar year later, you were fully engrossed in the Phillies organization. How have you changed, and what's changed for you?
Oh, it's been really good. Just being able to have Phillies organization as a whole just make sure that really just have my back and being able just to take me one step at a time and slowly develop and being able just to get better every day and continue to work at everything. It's been really, really good. I'm really enjoying the process, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, Justin, go out there and have fun. Thank you for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Send it back to you in the booth, Dave.
All right, Sierra, thank you very much. And boy, Carl Crawford, we're getting old, man. This is good to see these guys joining in, huh?
The problem, Dave, is when we cover the prospects, they stay the same age and we get a year older every year. And that's kind of what's happened here with the Crawfords. I covered Carl in that 2002 Futures game.
Mariner flavor in the ballpark. Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, Mike Cameron, Griffey and Buhner. Junior calls Buhner's brother from another mother. They are so tight. They're so opposite in so many things, but they are a very good relationship, and they are all over each other all the time.
And anytime you get a chance to talk baseball with them, they're very aware of what's happening in today's game and all the young guys. How about Adrian Beltre, what he's done to just the group of guys. It's amazing talking to all the guys. Jackson Merrill, he said, hey, I love talking to Adrian Beltre and some defense with him. He was amazing.
There's Raul Ibanez from the National League. And let's take a look, as we mentioned, a heavy Seattle flavor. And you made a good point, Yonder, that all of these games should have whoever the host team is and have their alums.
I just think for me, you go to a place like this in Seattle with so much rich history, players that I grew up, idolizing, players that I even got the chance to play with, a guy like Felix Hernandez. Are you kidding me? Can I just talk 5 minutes about pitching with Felix Hernandez? Or a guy like Adrian Beltre, who's got 3,000 plus hits? No, absolutely. Today is going to be a wonderful day, a wonderful future of what baseball is going to look like in the next upcoming weeks.
Yeah, no question about it. Jonathan, how many guys do you think might have a chance to what Yonder just talked about, maybe see them in the August-September call-up time?
I mean, there are a number of guys at the upper levels that I think there's a good chance that you're going to see. I mean, Heston Kjerstad with the Orioles. The Orioles seem to bring up a top 100 guy every other day, and he may be the next in line. He's been up at AAA. But even some of those guys in AA, Jackson Chourio could get hot and end up in the big leagues at such a young age. It's not just, these guys are close. They're really, really good close. If you look at this NL lineup, a lot of these guys are already at upper levels. Andy Rodriguez, just got moved up to AAA. He's been in AAA rather, just getting going. I think you're going to see him join all those young guys as well. Justin Crawford, a little bit further away.
Boy, exciting to look ahead. I generally don't like to look ahead, but when you have this kind of talent and knowing what has been produced in the previous years, man, this is very exciting.
This whole game is about looking ahead, Dave. So we're going to have to do it for today.
And I'm glad to do it, too. Owen White, here are his numbers this season. The Texas organization, AA and AAA.
Oh, he's going to be fantastic. It's 97, 98. He's got a really good breaking ball. You know, he's one of those guys, if he can command, he will be really, really good. But, you know, this was the Arizona Fall League Pitcher of the Year, man. So this is a guy that's been in big stages, has faced big-time guys, big-time prospects. I'm excited to watch this guy. A group of Texas Rangers, when you look at, you know, what they're at in the minor league system, it is power arms after power arms.
Yeah, it is. And it's been interesting that he's struggled with his command a little bit this year at times because Fall League, man, he was putting the ball on a dime, and it really stood out in a league that was very offensive heavy. He kept all those hitters at bay, and he does have a legitimate 4-pitch mix, and at his best, he's got above average control.
Texas Rangers having a great year. Take a look at the American League defense. What do you think of the Southfield class here? I know Class A is highly regarded with the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, he's been an interesting guy to see develop, Dave, because he is maybe the fastest guy on the field here other than Justin Crawford. The power really started to come, so he's become a more complete player. Not a lot of balls are going to fall on either side of him today.
Beautiful day for baseball. We got a good crowd on hand here. Umpires today. They can Hammond all out of the AA region the level of baseball. This first pitch fouled off by Pete Crow Armstrong, the Cubs organization.
I look at Pete Crow Armstrong, and the first guy that comes to my mind is a teammate, Mark Kotze. I mean, this is a guy that he's got all the tools. He's got the speed. He's got the pure hitting power.
Class A takes care of this.
Oh, that's fun. That was easy, huh?
Yeah, he makes it look really easy. And when you have plus speed and good instincts in the outfield, that was center fielder to center fielder right there, because Pete Crow Armstrong is the same kind of player. And you're going to see him play some D as well. Really exciting Cub coming up in the future.
Up next, Jonathan Lawler from the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's a shortstop. Texas boy, big kid, 2'6", 290.
They grow the shortstops big now, Dave, and it's funny because he doesn't play big necessarily because he's hit first. He's got such a good approach. I talked to him a little bit about his struggles early in AA this year, Yonder, and you have to go through them to get to the big leagues.
Yeah, I watch him right now, and this is a guy that's been moved up in the ranks fairly quickly. I mean, a guy who started in rookie ball and worked his way up quickly to low A, high A, now obviously in AA, but you know, one of those guys who he was a Futures game participant last year as well, but you look at him and it just reminds you of a guy like Royce Lewis, a guy with, when he gets a little bit of strength, when he kind of gets that body to go, he's going to be a very dangerous player.
And by the way, we have the pitch clock. We're going 7 innings, 1 loser draw.
Yes,
so
full 7.
Full 7, and automatic balls and strike system.
I can't wait for that one. That's going to be the one I can't wait for.
And tell me this, strategically, when do you best recommend that you go to it?
I would think for a game like this, it's a little bit more on a neutral side, like it doesn't really matter the score of the game. So you're not trying to win. You only get two chances, but this is a guy right here you talked about, huh? Jackson Churios,
number 3 prospect.
Yeah, and you could make an argument that he could be the number 1 prospect. I mean, it's just crazy how young these guys are. Another guy
down
at the higher levels of the minor leagues already.
Little baby Acuna.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
You like your comps, I know.
Man, I enjoy him. I like to watch him. I want the viewer to kind of feel what they're watching right now.
No, I love it because I hate him, so that's why we work so well together.
Oh, look at that play.
Nice play by Meyer. Throws over in time. 1, 2, 3 goes to the National League. Take a look at the American League after this timeout from Seattle at T-Mobile Park. Welcome back, everybody, here to T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Dave Sims, Jonathan Mayo, Yonder Alonzo with you, along with Kevin Pineda and Sierra Santos. And here's a look at the American League lineup. Harry Ford's going to get a big ovation here, a top prospect with the Seattle Mariners. That's going to be interesting watching him here today.
Made some international news with his World Baseball Classic performance, but a lot of good talent up here. Junior Caminero is a guy who just went bonkers in BP. I think a lot of people haven't seen him. It's one of the things that's the best about this game is a guy like that being able to showcase his skills.
Ball that's outside.
Phillies' Mick Abel on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, the Phillies went back-to-back with high school pitchers. Andrew Painter's hurt, but Mick Abel has made it up to Double-A. It's really a matter of command for him because the stuff is all there. I mean, it's a plus-plus fastball. The slider can be plus at times, but he throws a distinct curve and changeup. It's just harnessing it and finding the strike zone consistently enough. Sometimes it's just trusting that his stuff is good enough and not really trying to be too cute. You know, just trust that you're going to get hitters out and go right after guys. Local kid from the Pacific Northwest.
Right down the road, not too far, a couple hours down the road to Portland. The count is 1-2. Jonathan Glacé, the Mariners, way upstairs, 2-2.
Well, that's an easy 99, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't mess around with velocity. That's why you're like, oh, he's got a chance, and he can hold that velocity deep into starts.
No. Strike 3 called. Glacé rung up.
You look at a guy that's throwing 99 miles an hour on a 2-2 count right there, snapping a hook right there. It's just not fair, right? You don't know much about these guys that you're about to face right now. All you want to do is hit the old number 1, and when you miss the old number 1, well, good luck.
Well, especially because he's got a 2 and a 3, right? He could come with a hard slider or that. You don't see too many young pitchers throw that true curveball.
Marcelo Mayer out of the Boston organization.
I talked to him earlier before the game today. I said, who do you admire your game onto? He's like, I got a little Seager in me. I got a little Robbie Cano. I can hit the ball to all fields. But yeah, he's trying to be himself. I was like, oh, I like that.
He's a young man. It's talked about how he hurt his wrist last year on a slide and really obviously affected his game, kept him out for a while, but he said he's really tuned in to getting his rest, taking care of his body.
It's an important part of development that people don't talk about enough. Look out.
Goodness.
Counts at 2-2. Full count.
Meyer was our top-rated draft prospect in 2021. Ended up going number 4 overall. The Red Sox were thrilled, and we're going to see him, both him and Nick York, could be the future double play combination at Fenway Park in the not-too-distant future.
Payoff pitch hit up the middle, base hit. For the American League. First knock of the afternoon.
Well, not really messing around right there. 3-2 fastball at 98 miles an hour. See it right there, middle. There is no shift right now. That's a nice little piece of hitting. Making the adjustment, too. He was a little late on the heater a few pitches prior. You can tell how polished he is, how respectful his approach is. It's an older style approach.
Yeah, no, he knows what he's doing. He worked the count there, and there's a chance. I'd have to look at the matchups, but they're both in the Double-A Eastern League, and he may have faced Mick Abel before, so he knew that 99 was probably going to come, especially in a game like this.
Heston Kjerstad, right fielder, Baltimore. Baltimore looks like they're going to be loaded for the next few years with what they're performing with right now, and then the guys have got Holiday and this kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's, Colton Cowser just got called up, and, they carry a roster of like 9 really good outfielders. And Kjerstad, was an incredible story. They took him number 2 overall, and then he couldn't play for 2 years. I mean, that was the COVID year. He had myocarditis, so he didn't play for a year, and then came back last year. Was maybe the best player in the fall league. As you look at the young players who are up and are coming, Kjerstad's in AAA. He can really hit. He's got a ton of power.
Well, his future is absolutely bright for Baltimore.
1-2 runner goes. Here's a throw down the second. It is not in time.
Well, that's a really good jump right there. I just love when runners go feet first.
Yeah.
You see it's a breaking ball right there. Not much you can do.
And Jefferson Caro is one of the best defensive catchers in the minor leagues. He got rid of that ball in a hurry, but Meyer just got too good of a jump.
Boy. On target as well as that quick release. Strong throw. Hit him on the back foot, just missed.
I think the beauty of Heston Kjerstad is, he was second pick overall in 2020, where it was a no-doubter. This is a guy when in 2020 you couldn't go see guys, right? So it was just unbelievable to see. I know he's been hit with the injury bug of the shoulder and stuff like that, but this is a guy that they're definitely banking on, a absolute pure hitter who can play in the corners.
3-2 pitch, center field for Pete Crow Armstrong. 2 down.
How about this ovation right here, huh?
Here's some of the guys we're going to be hearing from, the coaches, the managers, Raul and Harold, and we're going to have a good time with these fellas here today. And I'm really looking forward to the guy stepping into the batter's box, Harry Ford, real personable young man.
Yes.
Parents from England. He's going to have the mic on him when he's behind a dish.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. And this was a kid who stayed out after his BP group just to watch the other hitters, to study their swings and see how they did things.
Athletic, speedy. It's like a ball of muscle, right? This is a guy who can run. It's a Russell Martin type, a guy who's a 6'6", 60 runner. I mean, this guy's going to get down the line. He can steal 20 bags. He's elite.
0-1 pitch to Harry.
And a guy who, there are a lot of times guys like that, and I give credit to the Mariners organization. There's always pressure to move a guy like that out from behind the plate. Go play the outfield, go play second base. But as he told me before the game, he's a catcher. And he's good at it. There's no reason that you have to move a guy just because they're athletic. If they have the skills, and he clearly does.
Oh, that's a good hack right there, 1-1. But absolutely, you look at the scouting report. It's a Russell Martin, it's a Craig Biggio style. And it's just a ball muscle, plays with a lot of swag and demeanor. Guy who you want behind the plate that will set the standard to what your fielders are going to look like.
Pitchers are going to want to throw to him.
Right, and I like what you said, Jonathan. Hey, he's a catcher. That's what he wants to be. Counts 2-2.
Nice block by Caro.
Here's what Harry Ford, I tell you what, it's
Sir Harry Ford to you.
Because of his parents being born in Great Britain, and they played for Team Great Britain. And tell you what, did you see the video of the kids? They had a Harry Ford mask and
dressing up as Harry Ford. Yes.
The crown, the cape, it was outstanding. 2-2 to Harry. Pretty firm fastball, missed outside, 3-2.
Well, he's gone with the 3-2 heater every time. So you would think if you're Harry Ford right here, you want to be a little early on the fastball.
You hope he comes with the fastball. That's what this game is about. Come on, challenge him. If Harry Ford beats him on the fastball, you tip your cap.
Well, he did it to Meyer. He'll do it to Ford.
Here's the 3-2. And he got him. And that's going to do it for the American League in the first. Middle of the order coming up for the National League. That's a good-looking pitch by Mick Abel, Philadelphia Phillies. Tomorrow, Washington plays host to Texas at Nationals Park on MLB Sunday leadoff. It's the AL West leading Rangers with their all-star infield of Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, and Josh Young. They face off against the Nationals in D.C. at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, exclusively on Peacock. Middle of the order coming up here for the National League. James Wood, Noelvi Marte, and Indy Rodriguez.
Oh, the James Wood. You know what? This is a guy who I look at, and he put on an absolute display in batting practice. Reminds me a lot from the left side of a guy like Aaron Judge. I mean, yes, folks, that is that good. I remember watching him in the San Diego Padres, and I guarantee you, scouts in San Diego are losing sleep over this guy wearing a Nationals uniform.
I mean, they did get Juan Soto.
But this guy,
yes,
if it's, with the Nationals and what they wanted, this was a guy they definitely wanted in this trade. I mean, you can talk about Mackenzie Gore, what he's done, and C.J. Abrams, what he's done playing an elite shortstop there, but they wanted to make sure James Wood was on that list.
Well, sometimes it's that guy you get who's the A-ball player who ends up being the best player in the trade. 10 years from now, they're going to remember that as the James Wood trade, especially in Washington. And the thing, he's like a more athletic Aaron Judge, and that's taking nothing away from Aaron Judge, but he can run. The power is just, the show he put on was unbelievable. The power is, he's still just figuring that part out. I mean, he's super young, but he's going to be a very, very exciting player who's now already in Double-A. So many of these guys in Double-A at a very young age.
As you look at him, he's got plenty of frame to add on to as well.
Yeah, and I don't know, he's so like whippy strong. Like, I don't think he's ever going to bulk up and look like Aaron Judge. He's not going to fill out that much. Really take a look at Will Klein here now in for the Kansas City Royals.
I like Will Klein. He's got a good arm. Remember, this guy was converted. He was a catcher. And it's the 96, 97, really good curveball. You can touch 100 when healthy, but I just like everything about this guy and his demeanor. A guy who's right now pitching in AAA. He's not far off.
Ridiculous swing and miss rate. He just misses a lot of bats. He had a terrible year last year, like absolutely terrible. So for him to bounce back like that and do what he's been able to do with that fastball, may see his upper 80s cutter. He's got a curveball too, and he misses bats with all three of them.
2-0. LV Marte, part of the deal. Cincinnati got him in exchange for Luis Castillo, who's really performing well for the Mariners.
I like this kid too. He put on another display in batting practice. A lot of swag. He reminds me of a guy like from the offensive standpoint of a Correa. A guy that's he's gonna hit. Like, this guy is going to hit. The defense is where the question mark is. Where are you going to put him? Are you going to put him in left? Are you going to put him in third?
I think he's settling in okay at third base. He continues to play on the dirt mostly. I know a lot of people. He's athletic enough where he could probably play center field. They obviously have so many middle infielders in that Reds organization. He played third in the fall league last year, and he wasn't ready to give up being a shortstop, and I think he's embraced it a little bit more this year. He's got the actions and the arm and everything that should work fine from that side.
Bouncing ball to Mayer, to York. They'll get the out at second. That throw pulled him off the bag.
One last thing on Marte, though. He's a guy that's made some adjustments as well with his leg kick. We see right there, Holiday just a bit outside. Look at this.
It started it well. That ball tailed on him.
For a cutter.
Little cutter. Baby cutter, baby face, baby everything. Except when he's hitting and playing baseball. Ball up.
Ball one to Andy Rodriguez. Number 3 prospect, number 37 overall MLB.
This is a great example, Yonder, of a guy that you get an A-ball and you're not exactly sure what you're getting. When the Pirates traded Joe Musgrove to the Padres, they made it a 3-team deal, and they got Andy Rodriguez from the Mets when he was just an A-ball. Last year, he was arguably the best offensive player in the minor leagues, made it all the way up to AAA. He's in AAA now, switch hitter. He's got power from both sides. The thing that he needs to work on the most, he told me before the game, is just reps behind the plate. He likes to move around a lot. He's playing first base here. He's played some second base. He's played some outfield. So this year has mostly been infield and catcher. He likes that, but he also knows that they want him to maybe be the 1A catcher, and then Henry Davis, who's in the big leagues now, can sort of share time with him.
I talked to Chris Kemp from the Padres, and he really talked about his IQ, his ability to hit, be a pure hitter first. But another question, I mean, absolute athlete, first baseman, catcher.
Yeah, runs pretty well.
Huh?
Yeah. Foul ball by Rodriguez. The runner had a great break. Noelvi Marte. Harry Ford is behind the plate. He's all mic'd up. We'll check in, hear what he has to say a little bit. 2-1.
Ball that's up. You can see right there the IQ. I mean, who comes to the futures game and works the walk, or times to realize, here we go.
I just want to try, man.
A challenge right here.
Hey, I want to play around with it. I ain't never got to use it before. Huh? Sometimes?
ABS system.
So who called the challenge? I didn't.
The catcher called the challenge.
The catcher called it because anybody can call the challenge. Of the pitcher, catcher, and the hitter can call the challenge. Obviously, Andy Rodriguez is not going to challenge a ball.
I love Rodriguez. He's like, really? You're really going to do this here?
Harry Ford's like, well, I want to play around with it. It's interesting.
I'll take your walk right there. Huh? Good at bat by the youngster.
Runners at first and second with 1 out. Second walk by Will Klein. Jefferson Curo. Well, you've got a lot of good things to say about this kid.
I mean, there's so much to say. You know, the tools are just absolutely unbelievable, and the hitting is just starting to come. He was in the fall league last year, and just it's not often that a defensive player stands out that much in the fall league because you're focusing on the hitting.
What a jump. Harry throw, not in time. Marte steals third.
Picked a good pitch to run on there.
Absolute good pitch. 1-0 right there. Oh, he had that stolen off the pitcher right there, huh?
Yeah, big leg kick.
Yeah, no chance. I mean, you talk a little bit about Jefferson and what he brings to Milwaukee, the makeup, the grinder that he is. It reminds me a little bit of a Jan Gomes, a Barnhart, guy who, you know, the defense plays right now in the big leagues.
Yes. That's going to get him to the big leagues. If the bat continues to come, he's an everyday player. I mean, obviously he's here. He's in our top 100. He has a chance to be an everyday player. If the bat continues to come, then maybe he's an all-star. But what he can do, I mean, the catch and throw, the blocking, he works well with pitchers. He takes great pride on that. And I think the bat is starting to catch up.
Have the injuries kept him from climbing faster?
I don't know. There's so much to learn behind the plate yonder for a young player. I mean, that's why, like, come draft time, you don't see that many high school catchers go high. Harry Ford is kind of an exception to that rule.
Correct.
But there's a lot back there that you have to learn. It's not just hit your way up, right? That's why sometimes you see not just athletic guys, but really good hitters get moved out, right? Will Myers moved out from behind the plate. Bryce Harper never caught a game after being an amateur there.
Holiday can't get it. Scoring is Marte. 1-0 National League. RBI for Curo.
Well, then that would be ruled a hit because that has some really sharp top spin on it. Very hard play for the youngster at shortstop. That's a little baby slider, kind of cemented slider. Try to do a little too much right there, but oh man, you can just see the range. The quickness, the one-stepper.
9 times out of 10 he makes that play, even though it's not one that you would expect.
So Harold Reynolds, hear what he has to say.
All right, bro. Hey, Will. Pitch limit. I'd let you throw through it, but I don't think the organization would be happy with me.
I've thrown 1 inning like the past week and a half.
I know. That's it. They put a limit on you. I can't do nothing about that. All right.
My bad.
Good ball, big boy.
Okay, man. I don't have. You just hit it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Thank you, man.
I give it 2 outs if you need it.
Yeah, no.
Good explanation by Harold. I like how he said pitch 1 inning in the last week. What are you doing? But the organization
trying to lobby for another hitter. I love it.
I understand. I get it. 1-0 National League. Run on the board for the National League here in the 2nd inning. 2023 Sirius XM Futures game. Glad you've joined us. Dave Sims with the under, Alonzo, Jonathan Mayo, Kevin Pineda, and Sierra Santos here in Seattle. Good pitchers, Joey Cantillo. Ryan Bliss, the hitters, second baseman from Arizona.
Joey Cantillo, I feel like we're talking about all the former Padres prospects who have been traded now in this game, but he came from them and has kind of added velocity as he's gone along here. He can be up to 97, 98. The Guardians are great at teasing more velocity out of their pitchers, and he does that, and he couples it with a kind of nasty Vulcan grip changeup.
Oh, I think the changeup is incredible, but we look at the trade with Mike Clevenger. No, it was a really big trade, right? Greg Allen, Matt Waldrop, but yeah, the Guardians receive a ton of players, but Joey Cantillo is a guy. No, he's 92 to 95 with that good changeup. No, his dad loved the Yankees, but he loved Kershaw. He's a guy that really admired Kershaw and what he did, try to imitate his mechanics as well. But yes, the 95, 96 is there, but his changeup, man, his changeup definitely plays right now.
Boy, he is working from the extreme third base side of the rubber, too.
Yeah.
Very interesting look. 3-1. Bliss comes up empty. 3-2.
Yeah, that's a guy with Ryan Bliss. Don't let his height fool you at all. He's a ball player. You know, he's a guy. He went 8 straight days of Junes with an RBI. He did that twice. That's 16 RBIs in just a short time. He's a ball player now.
Now he can flat out hit and get to swing it there as he draws the walk. But this is a guy who has been having as good a year as anybody in Double-A. He and Jordan Lawler, the double play combination there, maybe someday in Arizona soon.
There's Justin Crawford, the Phillies, Carl Crawford's son. Come up in a very nice situation for him, bases loaded.
What a moment right here, huh? First at bat in the Futures game. How about it, kid?
Here he is with his pops on draft day.
Just a year ago.
How cool is that?
Good stop by Ford.
He's a guy that, you know, you look at the comps and who does he remind you of? You know, at times I would look at his height and his body as Gary Matthews-like Jr., but when you really look at him, I feel like he's a Devon White, right? He's a guy that can really go get it, very rangy. The bat's going to come. This guy is a pure batting practice. Like the way he was taking BP, it was line to line.
Yeah. He doesn't try to do too much. He doesn't listen to people who want to know when is the power going to come. Because you look at that frame, he's going to add some extra base authority. But he tries to stick with his approach. Even right here, he's not trying to do too much. He's not going to try to get too big.
1-2 pitch here from Cantillo. Top back. Look out.
Heads up.
That one was up around 98 miles an hour right there.
You look at him and the way he plays outfield, man. It's his dad 2.0. It's a quiet, right? His dad in left field played like hard. Everything he did was aggressive. This guy is just smooth.
Tough left-on-left matchup here too for Crawford to try to.
Sometimes that could be a blessing in disguise. You're so amped up. You face a righty. All you want to do is pull off the baseball. Moment like this, you get a left-on-left. You want to kind of stay that shoulder closed off. Actually settles you in a little bit.
Flipped it out there, center field, and diving catch at the last second by Clase. Tagging at third and scoring is Rodriguez. National League has a 2-0 lead. How about the closing speed by Clase? That's a heck of a play.
Yeah, speed plus the instincts, the good read and route. He saw that right off the bat. I thought that for sure was a base hit.
Oh, easy. Easy right there, huh?
Impressive. The 2-0 lead. Back to the top of the order.
They're going to appeal over here.
Then.
Safe.
All right. All right.
Voice of Harold Reynolds.
Hey, man, I got some Grizzly vets down there trying to win this game.
I love it, Harold. I love it.
Pete Crow Armstrong flied out to center first time.
That's a good slider right there, huh? First pitch. Trying to set up the whole at bat right here.
And that's his third pitch. For him to come with that, it's almost not fair.
A 1 pitch. A little bit late.
No.
Hey, step on the base. Step on third. Step on the bag.
Dave Valley, Jay Buhner, Harold Reynolds. Hey.
Harry. Harry.
Harold, I think Raul's going to have something to say about you appealing to that play right there.
Strike 3 for Pete Crow Armstrong. He's done a couple runs on the board for the National League. We go bottom 2. The AL coming up to bat. Stream every out-of-market MLB game live or on demand and all minor league baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Beautiful T-Mobile Park. It's the 2023 Futures game, and AL manager Harold Reynolds joins us right now. Harold H., you're up.
First round of
and they're talking to me in the broadcast, so you're hearing the voice. And Jamie Moyer. And guys, you know
you yonder?
That's me. That's me.
All right.
Hey, I like it. You were playing for every run, right? Appeal that tag at third. Not messing around. Raul's not going to like that.
Oh, well, we had to, Dave. You know that? We're trying to win. This kid get it up there. That was 98.
Yeah, that's 98. But what about the size of Lawrence Butler, huh?
This kid, Butler. Foul ball, foul ball.
He put on a display in batting practice.
Oh, yeah, he told me about it, too. I missed his BP. He said, man, what's wrong with you? Now, you see the necklace he's got on, right? You got to get a close-up of the necklace. I said, is that real? He said, no.
He told me it cost $51.
$51, Dave Valley told me he told him.
Oh, soon enough, he'll be real.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
They got this.
Wait, good take, good take.
They got this kid at a 20-20 potential. I got him as a 30-30 potential.
Oh, man, he's special. Look at this specimen, man. And he can run. I love the setup. Ooh, stay back. Sit, baby. Oh.
We'll watch it. We'll let you know.
All right. All right.
H, in 87, you stole 60 bags. You tell these boys how fast you used to run back in the day and let them know, hey, you can steal bag whenever you want. Everybody's got to have the green light, no?
Yeah, you know what? Whenever I tell these guys something like that, they go, didn't Bo Jackson throw you out? All the time.
How much fun is having this coaching staff here with you?
I love it, man. It's just like we were all hanging out a day ago. It's so quick. Get through that. Woo, wait, undress him. Hey, the good thing, though, Dave, yonder, is like Klein came out of the game, right? He's got a pitch count, 25 pitches, so we had to go get him, or else we'd have let him pitch through it. But I come back, and Jamie Moyer's sitting with him on the bench, just talking about, you're in mid-season, you're okay. I walk down there, he's upset, and we're like, hey, the Royals have you on a pitch count because you are guys going up in the big leagues. And that's what the coolness of this game, the perspective of these guys, they want to do well, right? But the organization is thinking, you're knocking on the door.
Yep. I liked how he tried to lobby for another hitter, though. I enjoyed that, the competitiveness, and Klein wanted to stay out there.
Oh, yeah. They all are.
Oh, there's a guy in junior, though, La Maxima. I asked him who his favorite player was. He says Manny Machado. That's why I wear 13. But he was a guy that put on an absolute display in batting practice, too. Very flat swing. How much fun has it been to watch him?
He's fun to watch, man. Yonder, the challenge system here, we had to have a conversation with the players like, hey, don't waste it. So Harry Ford, our young catcher, called that challenge on that first one, and we're like, hey, whoa, Harry, no, timeout.
Yeah, he said he wanted to just see what it was like.
Yeah.
Try it out. Take it for a test drive.
Telling you. Hey, are we letting Harry go one more inning catching and then he's out, or is he out?
What do we got first?
There's Tyler Soderstrom there.
Hey, take hands, huh? How about him?
No, he's an electric arm. It's hard to, like, I don't know exactly what he's going to be. He doesn't go deep into games. Pitched in the fall league, but I mean, it's an electric fastball. He's got 2 breaking balls. He's got a changeup. That's why you give him a chance to start, because he's got a legitimate 4-pitch mix.
Yeah, he ain't getting it.
How much challenging are you having right now, Harold, with your pitching?
I'm sorry?
How much challenge are you having right now setting up your pitching for the rest of this game?
You know, we tried to script it, but actually it worked out okay because we got guys set up for bridges in case somebody had a bad half inning. And we're still on point, so we're good. And we got one swing man in Guerrero who we can use at the end, or if we need him, he'll get up in 8 pitches. He's ready to go. So we're saving him as our swing guy.
He's our true reliever.
He's our true reliever.
2 outs, nobody on here. Tyler Soderstrom, the hitter, and right up the middle. Base hit.
There you go. Oh, wait, Tyler.
Harold, you've been around this futures game now. You know, different. You've been up in the booth. You've been doing. What's it been like for you to be in the dugout and the sort of honorary skipper there, just to be around all this young talent, you know, on the field?
Total different perspective. I mean, it is really cool. I hadn't stood on a line in a uniform in forever. You know, so that was different. But being able to talk to guys, I flipped balls to guys in BP, watching them hit. I mean, it's a different perspective. It's real cool.
You can hear Jamie Moyer with his wisdom to some of these guys down there. I think, you know, having all the experienced guys and guys that your friends and ex-teammates, it's a good system.
But it's so respectful.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are really interested in what we have to say. At least they're faking it pretty good. It makes me feel good.
1-1 here to Justin Henry Malloy.
There you go. Good take. Get on down there. Hello, baby.
Get on this heater. Come on.
Harold, it's just amazing to watch, you know, how the Futures game has transpired. How about this fan base showing up? This is a packed house.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And the weather here in Seattle was like this. Pick you out a heater right here. Here we go. Stay on it. We're going to give you one. Get it down. There it is. All right. Take that.
Justin Henry Malloy does not swing at pitches out of the strike zone. That's, you know, probably his best tool. So he's not, even in a setting like this, he's not going to chase.
Good numbers, AAA in those 81 games.
In a very hard park to hit in.
We need to hear Dave Sims on a big ball call right here. That's what we need. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You can challenge that.
No. You're all right. We'll take the watch.
H, I think you're going to win that. I think you're going to win that.
He's going to win it, but if we're done. It don't matter.
Make it count.
Man, you want to hit, Henry? You can hit 3-2. He's going to throw you another heater. Hey! Hello, baby.
All right.
Yeah, it worked. We're done. I'd rather save that one.
Next time we make those calls.
Yeah. Oh, he happy with a walk.
At least
I want a 2-run homer.
At least he was right. Well, now maybe you know.
Man,
Nick York can go yard here.
He called for that on a walk. I'd be, what's wrong with you, man? I need a homer from you.
Here's Nick York. Nick York at the dish.
Come on, Nick.
2 out, 2 on.
Ooh, swinging Nick, swinging Nick. Swinging Nick. Yonder.
Talk to me.
You know when you're around guys that talk trash, nobody talks more smack than this guy.
Nick York?
And you know,
from Newport Beach.
You know who goated him was Griffey. Like, I told a story how I had to bunt one time. Nobody's bunting. He's been walking around telling me about bunting the whole time.
Well, this is a guy, he was undervalued, man. People took him in the first round. They were saying, hey, what are you guys doing? Well, this guy, he's showing up, man. A true hitter. Quick, short swing. I want to hear, hey now, hey now.
There's an 0-2 way outside with that breaking ball.
He's got an interesting setup. Yeah, I talked to him about during batting practice. He started doing this in the fall league last year. Really struggled last year. He was getting his hands too low, so he was opening up too much. And so this is just a timing mix. If you'll see, he's got the hands directly over his head, and then he brings them down.
Let him, baby, get through that. Oh. Position. I'll give it to him.
Harold, you and the guys are the best, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Be
H.
well. 2-0 lead for the National League. $2-0 lead for the National League, and going to bring something a little bit different. We have Harry Ford, catcher for the American League, all mic'd up. Harry, thanks for jumping on with us here.
Yeah, no problem, y'all. How's it going?
Doing all right. Want to do all right, huh?
Hi, Harry.
Joey Cantillo, what do you think of his arm so far?
Okay.
He's dialed in between pitches here.
Harry, what do you got on Cantillo's fastball right now? It's a pretty good one, huh?
One second. On who?
The pitcher.
On your pitcher right now.
Oh, man.
Good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's fun to be acting and catching it. Right in the bunch, doing the stuff.
Wow. 3 pitches. Lawler's done. And strikeout number 1 for Joey Cantillo.
Oh, that changeup was good, huh?
Hey, got one.
Jackson Chiriel, the hitter, grounded out to short his first time up.
Like to see him drive a ball somewhere and let him show off the speed there.
Middle's wide open for him. Holiday playing in the 6-hole on the left side. That's it. Right field. Backing up. Kerstead on the track. 2 outs.
I got 2.
Harry, what's playing in front of this crowd been like for you?
It's been a rush the entire time. I'm just soaking it all in.
Yeah, you got a good crowd here today on a beautiful day.
How's the home plate area, huh? You got to get used to that. You're going to be doing that for the next 15 years there.
James Wood walked in a 3-1 pitch. Good rip.
James Wood, huh? How about that swing? He's just short, compact.
For a guy that size, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy his ability to make contact. You'd think it'd be long and loopy and.
That's 98 painted right there, Harry. Good frame job right there, too.
Thank you, man.
Live arm here.
Change on change right here, left on left.
It's a good enough changeup to do it. Let's see it.
Oh, he's going with a heater.
Forget the breaking ball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
There you go. Thank you. One of the great lines of all time.
Hurt my throat doing that, but it was worth it. Oh.
Put it in play. Wow.
Oh, the shovel.
Tell you what, he made that play close.
Yeah, he did.
That's a 1-2-3 third. National League turned away. But that kid can run. Look at this. You gotta love the hustle, love the desire. 1-2-3 in the third goes to the National League with a 2-0 lead. Make sure you support your team in the home stretch at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your favorite team at MLBshop.com. Carson Wisenhunt takes over on the mound. And he'll face Jonathan Clase, Marcelo Mayer, and Heston Kerstead. Top of the order for the AL.
I want to see another good changeup yonder.
Oh, this is it right here.
This is it. Maybe one of the best changeups in the minor leagues. He's been coming in hot so far, but it's just a plus pitch, and he really knows how to use it and mix pitches. And Giants got him in the second round just a year ago. First round talent.
They took a called third strike.
There's the changeup.
Yeah, my thing with Carson is just his ability that guys just cannot pick up his ball. I mean, it's a fastball changeup combo. He's got a little baby slider. But that right there, the changeup, I mean, he can tell you it's coming, and you still won't hit it.
I mean, how often do you see someone double up on a changeup like that? It's such a good pitch. And, you talk about changeups, it's not just throwing something slower, right? It's got movement, it tumbles. It's not the same. It's not just a separation from the fastball. It's just impossible to hit.
Well, and I think for me too is that downhill fastball that he throws. It's not like he's throwing 88, 89. It's 94, it's 95. It's got more. It's 22 years old. He's got room to grow as well. But this is a guy right here in Jackson Holiday, huh? First at bat. Let's see him do his thing. I mean, this is a plus athlete right here. I'm so excited to watch him. It's like baby carita, baby face. He looks like he's 12 years old.
Don't
let him fool you.
No,
not at all.
I think he's hoping that he's in Double-A by the end of the year, and then maybe he goes to the fall league. And I mean, I don't think it's being crazy to think that he's at least knocking hard on the door to the big leagues next year at some point. It's just kind of crazy because he's just 19 and a high school pick, but he just knows how to play.
I talked to him a little bit as we see that change up again for the second strikeout, but asked him, all right, man, give me a comp. Who do you like? If it was you that would be comping yourself, he says, the left side Trey Turner. Oh. That's what I feel like I can do. I can provide a lot of things, the power, the defense, the ability to score, run.
He's not an 80 runner like Trey is.
Right.
But from an offensive standpoint, okay.
Ground ball through into right field off the bat of Heston Kjerstad. Third base hit for the American League. 2 down, third inning.
There's that guy right there getting a fastball up in the zone, wasting no time. Look at this short bat. Look how short it is. Smooth, controlled. A little Gunnar Henderson lower half. Couldn't do much there for Rodriguez. Trying to do everything he can, but oh man, there's a lot to love about that swing.
Yeah, he's a hitter first, and the thing that I saw yonder from him in the fall league is, and maybe because he missed all that time with the illness, myocarditis is a heart condition, and they were worried whether he was going to play. Woof.
Nice pick out there by Ryan Bliss, and that'll do it for the American League as Edgar Quero had ground out ends the inning. 2-0 National League. Welcome back to the SiriusXM All-Star Futures game with Yandra Alonso, Jonathan Mayo, Caroline Pineda, and Sierra Santos. I'm Dave Sims here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. All-Star Weekend. Man, this has been a blast. We had the HBCU Swingman Classic last night. We've got this game in the futures today. Got the Celebrity Softball game, and then, of course, the big game coming up on Tuesday, Home Run Derby on Monday. Jackson Holliday joins us right now. Dave Sims and the fellas up in the booth, Jonathan Mayo and Yandra Alonso. Thanks for joining us, Jackson. Tell us about your AB there.
Well, I felt pretty good. I never faced him before, but Heston told me he had a good changeup, and he was right.
It's almost not fair, right? A left-on-left changeup in a game like this. But
yeah, I thought the first one was down, and then took a good swing on the fastball and the curveball, and I had a feeling he was going to go to the changeup, but it was a pretty good pitch.
How much fun has this been for you? Obviously sharing this moment. I saw your dad earlier. We chopped it up a little bit, but just being able to be here with your dad and all your people.
It's really neat. It's a neat experience to be able to share with them, and I'm glad he's here. I got to experience a lot of All-Star games with him.
Who do you think called him? Blood?
I'm on the phone, Heston. And it's really cool to have my family here.
We're looking at a picture of you as a little one with your dad thrown to you back in 2007 right now.
I can't hear you guys right now if you're asking a question.
All right, how about now?
Now I can.
Yeah, we were looking at a picture of you from the 2007 World Series with your dad thrown to you.
Yep.
You know what? You still have the same face, man.
Yeah,
you're only
swing.
2 years old.
Similar swing, too?
Similar swing.
But Jackson, I want to give you a second to brag about your brother. And I heard a story that Junior Griffey came up to your dad and said, so what's it like to be the third best Holiday in the family?
Yeah, Ethan is very, very talented. And he's had a good summer so far, and I'm excited to see him tomorrow. So I get to go home for a few days and maybe hit a little bit with him and just get to be around him. He's very, very talented, and I'm looking forward to the next few years of watching him do his thing and hopefully get drafted very high.
How much fun is this for you to watch? You know, Griffey's in your dugout right now, Buhner, Valley, Mike Cameron. How much fun is that?
It's really neat to be able to watch these guys. I watched them last year whenever I was about to get drafted, and now to be able to share the field with some of them is really, really neat. And I've been lucky enough to be able to play against some of them and this year during the season, and they're very, very talented. It's a really, really cool experience.
Does it seem strange, Jackson? I mean, it was just a year ago that you heard your name called and knew you were going to start your pro career. To be in a setting like this just a year later?
It's pretty crazy to think about. A year ago, I was sitting at home waiting for the draft, and to be here it's quite a blessing to what has happened in a year.
Who have you met who's really intrigued you, maybe from the other side?
Marcelo and Nick York have been pretty awesome. really cool guys, and looking forward to play against them for a long time in the AL East. So it's pretty cool to get to know these guys that we'll be competing against for many years.
Kerstead, good arm, a little offline, but boy.
It's a rare tag up right there. Yep. Fly ball to right with one out. I mean, you got to be 100% sure. Fake steal. Watch the scenario here. Kind of reading the outfielder, going back. Kind of catches it with a pretty good.
His arm strength just wasn't on.
The arm strength, everything was there, but just too much speed.
Jackson, you mentioned Marcelo and Nick, and they're a level ahead of where you're at now. Do you see you've been able to pick their brain, and a lot of these guys at the upper levels? I know that you're hoping to get there sooner rather than later.
Yeah, absolutely. My goal is to move up as fast as possible, and Double A is the next step. And we'll be playing against each other hopefully by the end of the year.
Unless they get bumped up to AAA, then you're out of luck.
Yeah, hopefully.
I just want to ask you quick, the Orioles organization, all these young guys getting called up to the big leagues. You've got Heston there with you. He's probably next. How exciting, how much trickle down is there for the guys, even where you are in Aberdeen, just knowing that what the Orioles have brewing now with all this young talent, and that you're going to be part of that next wave pretty soon?
Yeah, it's really neat. We've got a bunch of really talented guys throughout the organization, and in Aberdeen we've been playing pretty well lately. We've got some pretty good hitters, so it's a lot of fun to be a part of such a talented organization and a bunch of really good guys. So it's been a lot of fun.
Hey, Jackson, thanks for your time, man. Good luck moving forward. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. 2-0 National League. NBC Sports Championship season, moved by Pods, continues with the Tour de France. Stage 8 is tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern on Peacock. Back here in Seattle, the 2023 Futures game, and you want to see some really high heat here. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound, big right-hander.
Oh, this got ride. Man, it's 101, an easy right 101.
Go.
This is StatCast, brought to you in part by Google Cloud. I mean, you can see the difference of 101 miles an hour to his MLB average at 94. I mean, this is bringing it right now, and with a little bit of shadows, good luck.
Yeah, and it's not a straight fastball yonder. There's sink. It's just kind of nuts. If he can throw enough strikes, he has a chance to be an impactful pitcher.
It's 13 Ks through 9 per 9. You can tell how high that is, but even his fastball slider combo, I think his slider is just as good as his fastball, and it's only getting better.
Raul Abundes joins us right now, National League manager. Raul, what's it like being in the one chair, managing a ball club here today?
Phenomenal when you have this type of talent and ability that we have on our club, but it's a great opportunity to get to know some of the our next generation, these stars that we have in this dugout, on both dugouts, and it's really just tremendous.
How about this guy, Mizorowski, huh? 101 miles an hour with that filthy slider. It looks like he can pitch right now in Milwaukee.
This stuff that we're seeing right here, I think that we're going to see this guy in the major leagues very, very soon. That's a really well above average fastball with serious ride. It's electric even from the dugout to watch with the real breaking ball, and these shadows are not going to help.
Not at all.
Not at all. Raul, before the game we were talking about, you don't get to impact these young players for very long, but can you talk a little bit about what you're trying to tell me? You mentioned a guy like Jacob Mizorowski, who's not at the top of our top 100 or anything. These are guys who are going to get there soon. What are you hoping that they can take with them in their time with you?
I hope that they take some confidence, getting on the mound here and getting on this stage and performing against, the best young players in the world, and to be able to do what he's doing right now is pound the strike zone and really kind of overwhelming stuff. You would hope that he takes the confidence with him to go and dominate when he goes back to his club and gets after it and, be in Milwaukee soon enough.
Well, we can talk about Mizorowski a lot, but, man, Cole Keith, he was the last pick in the 2020 draft. This is a dude, a 21-year-old. I like this kid, man. It's good defense. He's killing it right now at a 336 mark in his league. You know, it reminds me a lot of just a young bat, just not trying to do too much, a lot of power in there. Kind of an under-scouted guy, once again, on a 2020 draft class that not that many people got to see. Developing more power as he goes. Love everything about this kid and everything he brings to the table.
Yeah, there's a lot of upside. It's clear. It's evident that there's a lot of upside in this kid. It's a really good hitting right there. That's good hitting. Good bat path gets you flares, soft flare base hits.
It's a line drive in the box score, though, right, Raul?
That's right. It's good hitting. It's good hitting.
Hey, Raul, talk to me about this staff that you guys have as we take a look here at the replay of that swing from Keith and his base hit. But, you know, the staff you guys have with Felix Hernandez and, you know, Adrian Beltre, the guys, how have they embodied that?
Yeah, these guys are just phenomenal. Not just tremendous players and future Hall of Famers in Adrian and Felix, but also Hall of Fame high character individuals, and they're really embracing the opportunity to get around these young men. And it's a limited amount of time that we have with them, but what an experience on both sides, for us to get to know the next young stars in the game, and for these guys to get an opportunity to pick the brains of some, you know, the old-time legends.
It's a good 12 right there, the coaching staffs, that's for sure. This kid's heat is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, he hasn't thrown a pitch under triple digits so far, Raul.
And it's only going to get harder with these shadows. I mean, look how late this
ride too.
And it's got ride, it's got spin. Oh my goodness, good luck.
I'm gonna duck my head, guys.
Yeah.
That's it. Octane stuff.
I understand.
Doesn't want to make you grab a bat and get back out there, I would think.
Not at all.
No. Pure unadulterated heat, 2 down.
How about this fan base, huh? It's a packed house. Everybody's really engaged. How much fun has this been for you just to be here in Seattle at home?
Yeah, Yonder. It's been such a blast to get to see both sides, both of the coaching staffs. These guys have all, you know, mentored myself personally, but also each other, just really high-quality people. And for the fan base, just to be able to electrify them, they can get to see Ken Griffey Jr. and Jay Buhner and Dan Wilson and Adrian Beltre and Felix and all of the guys that are out here, Harold, of course, and it's just been fantastic. The Mariners have a really good baseball team, a lot of young, up-and-coming, talented players, but also made the postseason last year, and I expect for them to have a really nice run in the second half as well.
0-1 pitch here from Mizorowski. Oh, he put a wrinkle on him. 0-2.
It's not fair that he should be able to throw a cutter or anything else with that. Speaking of Harold, Raul, what did you make of him appealing that play on a tag up in a game like this?
Desperation. He's feeling it. He's on the hot seat, guys. That's what he's doing. He's on the hot seat. Harold's on the hot seat. That's why he was appealing.
Raul, you also mentioned too about being, you know, you were on top of somebody's shoulder one day. You know, you want somebody else to kind of lean forward that message to the young guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the saying, well-documented quote where if we've done anything in life, it's because we've stood on the shoulders of giants, and it's because we were able to learn from guys like Buhner and Edgar and Jay and Junior and Dan Wilson and Jamie Moyer and those guys. And so, you know, hopefully we can, I know it's a limited amount of time, but we can exchange numbers with these guys, and if they need anything in the future, you know, hopefully we build a rapport, and the opportunities there to collaborate together and help them out.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
That is some serious pitching. Jacob Mizorowski. And Raul, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, guys. Great job, man. Thank you.
All right, be well. Strikes out the side, strands a runner. We go to inning number 5.
Coño! We're back with Naz Nunez, and you said that there was an adjustment period coming into pro ball. You said your older teammates and your coaches really helped you along. How has this Futures game also helped you along?
This game is just showing me that baseball is just baseball. It's just more people watching. It's the same game that we grew up playing and loving. And soaking in all the wisdom and knowledge from his coaches and my teammates is amazing.
Now you've been collecting shoes for a very long time. You got a pair of custom cleats. We have to show these off. Tell me the inspiration behind them.
All right, so my grandpa, he's Dominican, and he He embedded baseball instantly. He just had recently passed away, so I got a picture of me and him on my draft day, and some of the stuff he used to say to me like before games or during the game, and he'd always get mad when I didn't hit the ball, so he'd always yell, "Hit the ball, hit the ball." So I just threw him on the cleats.
What would it mean to him to see you out here today?
Man, he would love it. He wouldn't even know how to act.
Thank you so much for your time, Oz. Let's send it back up to you in the booth.
See, Eric, great stuff. Thank you very much. He wouldn't know how to act.
I love it. I love it.
I get it.
Yes, so do I. 1-1 to Justin Crawford. Swings 1-2. Crawford, and then back to the top of the order for the National League. They get the 2 runs in the second inning. A Kiro RBI single and a sac fly from Crawford.
There's a guy here on the mound, and David Festa. You know, it's a guy who went from 91 miles an hour to all of a sudden 95, 96. Really good carry on his whiff. It's a 5 fastball slider combo changeup, but with these shadows right now, I mean, his 96 plays about 100.
Which means Mr. Rasky's was about 120.
Oh, absolutely. Not fun at all. Now you see it, now you don't. Good luck.
As a kid growing up, I would watch the Yankees in the World Series. It seemed for a while they were in the World Series every year, and they would be playing around this time, and those shadows became a factor in those games in the late 50s and early 60s. Wow, that thing had a little extra carry on it, 1 down.
You want to talk about a short swing right there. I'm not trying to do too much. All right, those are shadows right there, but it was short, kind of a 2-strike approach, and you see him go the other way on it. Earl Armstrong right there, he was like, all right, I got a beat on it. Oh, now I don't. That's Jones, actually.
Spencer Jones.
What an athlete, Jones.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch this guy.
He does not look like a guy who should play center field.
6'7", 6'8".
But reach helped him.
TV doesn't fool you. TV fools you on how big he is.
That's hit on the butt.
Smelling a double.
Jones gets to it. So Victor Scott with a base hit.
He takes a good fastball right here, 96. Look how short he gets to the baseball. There's no stride. It kind of just felt like he just went with a 2-strike approach. Didn't try to do too much, just right back up the middle. Jones does a really good job coming around that ball, firing a strike to second base, but Victor Scott to second. Watch out, he's about to go at any given moment.
Already got a big lead, Jackson Merrill.
He's already got, I think, what, 50+ steals. And I would love to see just a race with him and Crawford, maybe Clase, a little skills competition.
Runner goes, got a great break. Throw down to second, no chance.
Absolutely no chance.
I got a great jump right there, and with his speed, forget it.
Oh, goodness. Head down. More than not, you want to be at about a 3-step when the pitcher releases the ball. He was at about a 4th and a half. Another good-looking kid right here in Jackson Merrill, man. Love everything about this kid. Out of all those guys they've traded away, somehow Jackson Merrill's stuck. And
he's the guy they said they wouldn't trade. You know, he's got a chance to be a really, really good hitter. He also put on a display in batting practice, and he's not even a power first guy.
Gets better and better as the year goes on. Really good eye at the plate. Their top prospect right now in San Diego. You know, background is a really good background, good family, a military family.
He was a kind of a pop-up guy in the draft yonder, where all of a sudden, and there goes Scott.
Nice job by the third baseman to knock that down. Stolen base. Victor Scott the second.
Come out. Yeah, that's not fun right there. I mean, he had it stolen basically before the pitcher even threw to home plate.
Yeah, no chances. I mean, your third baseman's playing deep.
You're Jackson Merrill right now. You just want to put the ball in play. Infield's back. Have some fun, get a good pitch, and enjoy.
Victor Scott the second. 52 bags already this season.
No, it's a legitimate speed right there. That's his carrying tool, and you can't teach that. But he knows how to steal a base.
Flip to the left fielder. Butler, can he get that? Make that the third baseman. And a runner third holds.
Well, Merrill tried not to do too much, just tried to put the ball in play. Couldn't get it deep enough or find a hole.
That's a fastball right there. I mean, 97 miles an hour down and away with these shadows. Not much fun. Look at them. They're all coming. Hey, man, you battled.
Jackson Chourio here. 2 outs, runner at third, infield back.
So much to like about this kid right here. We talked earlier in his first at bat about Baby Acuna. I mean, the loft, the juice, everything's there.
He has a chance to be one of those true 5-tool guys.
0-1 pitch.
Come on.
Would like that one back. It sort of hung in there, didn't it?
That's what the shadows do to you, Dave.
Yeah.
You know, you're there and then you're not, right? You think you got them, and you're either underneath it, you're on top of it. More than not, spin is even harder to see with shadows.
0-2 from David Festa. Swing and a miss. Spread the runner at third as we go bottom 5, 2-0 National League. Two 2-0 National League lead. That's Raul Ibanez's team. Harold Reynolds' AL team on the short end right now. Jackson Merrill joined us. He's at shortstop. He's mic'd up.
What up, guys?
Let's talk. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all good. You guys doing okay?
Yeah, no complaints, no complaints.
Taking in a great ball game. How you been enjoying it from your vantage point so far?
Oh yeah, it's been going great. I mean, we're winning 2-0. Can't complain about that.
Take me through that, man. You're at a Futures game right now, and the first thing you say is, "Hey, we're winning, man. That's what matters." Take me back to where that comes from.
I mean, every time somebody asks me, they're like, "What's your goals for the season?" That's kind of what I say every time. Is I just want to win, because this game ain't fun if you ain't winning, in my opinion.
Well, you asked us during the break about your 3-1 pitch, man. You know, I think it was a little down, bajito, a little bit of fuerita, a little, outside. But hey, guys wanted to tell you the challenge. What you think about that?
Oh, there's no chance. I got a guy on second. There's no way I'm challenging the 3-1 pitch. Oh.
Going back, not going to get it. Base of the fence. York put a good swing on that and got a good result.
Man. Chill out. Chill out. You thought it was gone?
That's Nick York right there, the third-ranked prospect for the Boston Red Sox, man. He put a nice, pretty good swing on that. You know, he's one of the guys Harold mentioned how much smack he talks. He likes to let people know how good he is. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Spencer Jones at the plate.
Jackson, I want to sort of go back to last year, well, not last year, but when the big Juan Soto trade happened, and every prospect's name come up, and you're the guy that the Padres said no.
They said no chance. Yeah.
That guy's not going anywhere. What did that do? You're a confident young man, we know this, but what did that do for your confidence?
I mean, it's a great feeling when you're the only one that doesn't go in the trade when they trade the whole farm. So it's obviously a great feeling, but no, it was for sure a little different after that happened, though. We got no more Woody, and Woody and I have been playing since we were 14, so that was pretty sad to see him go. But no, other than that, it's been great so far after that trade.
How has their relationship been? Fred Yeoman, Chris Kemp, AJ Preller, even Bob Melvin. How has the relationship been for you, and how has it grown?
I mean, give me one second. Can you repeat that for me?
How has the relationship been with, Fred Yeoman, Chris Kemp, AJ Preller, as, after that trade with Soto? How has that been for you and kind of taking you on board on building for the future?
Oh, it's been great. We had a good relationship before that even happened, so I feel like, honestly, once that happened, it kind of even made it a little stronger. Chris Kemp and I have always been pretty cool. Preller and I have been pretty cool. Melvin's a great manager. He's one of the best guys I've talked to in this org, and he thinks highly of me, which I really appreciate that. hear that from a good amount of people, but got to try and prove it here. So.
You've got a good amount of time with him in big league camp, maybe benefiting from the World Baseball Classic some, but, is that one of those things that you realize you don't take for granted, that guys at your level don't often get that much time on that side?
Yeah, no, that was for sure amazing. I didn't expect to get that much, but then the World Baseball Classic kind of took Xander and Kim away, so I really took advantage of it. I got as much playing time as possible, took as many ABs as possible. I didn't really want him to take me out half the time, but he said he had to get other guys in, so.
Fair enough.
Oh. Breaking ball hit foul.
Hey, Jackson, who's a guy that you've kind of built that relationship with at the big league level?
Xander Bogaerts, for sure. I was a Red Sox fan growing up. Big Xander fan, so when I saw he got traded, it was pretty cool, but same time, I'm like, all right, now I got to go play with him. This is going to be sick. So took a lot of his stuff into big league spring training, watching him just take ground balls at short, and honestly got way better just by watching.
What's the thing that he does that you grabbed onto to improve your game?
He's really relaxed and he's really smooth in the field. He doesn't try to rush anything. He's always just taking the GBs, kind of like not lackadaisical, but he's making sure he's doing everything fundamentally sound. So then in the game, if it comes faster, he's ready to go.
And a guy like that, an established big leaguer, could see a young prospect who plays the same position and think, no, you got to find your own way. But what does it mean when you see a guy like that who goes out of his way to kind of show you the ropes and not treat you like maybe some established big leaguers might?
It's honestly, it's cool. Like, he respected me a bunch in spring training. He actually asked me, he was like, hey, you coming from my spot? And I told him, no, dude, I'm not coming to your spot. I'm coming to win a championship with you. Hey! Let's go! Hey!
Very nice.
Great stuff, man.
Hey,
appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys.
Enter the T-Mobile Home Run Derby Bracket Challenge for a chance to win $100,000. Visit MLB.com/bracket or scan the code. Restrictions apply. See rules. That's Caroline Pineda standing by with Harry Ford. Harry and
Harry, you are no stranger to big moments. You played in the World Baseball Classic, and you said there were a few moments there where you felt starstruck. What's that been for you this weekend?
I don't know. I'm getting a little used to it. The main reason then was just Freddie Freeman, because he was just such a like my favorite player ever growing up and everything. And it's been, I mean, even today, like even the guys we met, like Adrian Beltre, Raul Ibanez, like it's been a little bit more of that. But Freddie Freeman was just like blew my mind.
Well, speaking of legends, you spent a lot of time just now with Jay Buhner. What did he tell you?
Yeah, I mean, he's just giving me the goods, you know. He's just helping a brother out, like just telling me like what his approach was, how to kind of help me out, how to work harder, how to make it in this game, you know. And yeah, he's just helping another man out, so it's cool.
You're playing here in your future home field in T-Mobile Park. How special does that make this weekend on top of the honor of playing in the Futures game?
I mean, it's amazing getting to be here. I'm so happy to be able to share this moment with my family, my mom, my dad, best friend, everyone that came out. It's been amazing, and with Seattle too. I mean, it's awesome being able to have someone like me in Class A here to represent the city. So happy to be here.
Thanks so much, Harry. Dave?
All right, great job. And everybody's wild about Harry here in Seattle.
Well, back-to-back hits right there with Yanquiel Fernandez and Brady House. There's so much to love about this kid and Yanquiel Fernandez and what he does, Cuban kid. I mean, I talked to a couple GMs and they see him as a younger version of Jordan Alvarez. I mean, the pop is there, the slugging is there.
Yep.
It's exciting to watch for sure.
He's taking some big step forward. He's on our top 100 now. Another guy in BP. They didn't get the memo that the ball's not supposed to travel here.
1-2. Oh, this is a guy, Sam Robersi. I mean, he's a 7th-ranked prospect, Netherlands kid. Basically self-thought.
Yeah, been throwing progressively harder as he's moved up, added some strength. 4-pitch mix.
We didn't get to talk about Brady House as much.
Nah.
You know, he's another guy who's best power hitting bat in that organization right now. You know, I know they got Wood, but
James Wood may argue with you, but yes, the power is very legitimate for House, and I think a lot of people thought that maybe he wouldn't be able to play shortstop, and he's kind of been able to move over or around a little bit. He has a chance to be a really good big league third baseman now that he's probably focusing there. But yeah, it's the bat that's going to get him the big.
You know, I see him, and it was Chris Bryant everywhere. Like the body, the height, the shape of his swing.
Yeah, you know, because it's like a lean strength kind of thing. You see the strikeout here. Good breaking ball.
It's going to bring up Dalton Rushing. Jamie Moyer going out for some words. Pitching the big, still he's 50.
Kind of looks like he could still pitch too, huh? You taking him out?
Yep.
Yeah, this was the two Blue Jays pitchers. They were making a trade here. One's going to take one out. The other one's going to get 2 outs. Little coin flipping action. They had to figure that out prior to today's game in our Harold Reynolds meeting. It's a lot of fun. This will be a lot of fun.
Pitching change here. Jamie Moyer making it. A mound that he's quite familiar with. Josper Zuleta. Zulueta, boy, I tell you what, I got some big guys out here, these pitchers.
Yeah, no, and this guy's got a lot of heat. He threw 1 pitch last year in the Futures game, so hopefully get a few more to pad his resume with here. But it's upper 90s stuff. It's all power. He's got a 4-seamer up and a sinker down, then along with the slider. But in a short outing like this, he can just let it fly.
And also, this is a kind of big day for him, right? A lot of scouts are here. You know, Rule 5 is coming up. He's a guy that they have to think about, hey, we are going to move him up this year, or we're going to have to let him go, because an arm like this, 100 miles an hour, people want to watch, people want to get. There's not, you know, as much as we see in the big leagues, 100 miles an hour is not easy to find.
Right now, we're going to take you down to the best of Harold Reynolds down in the dugout and in and around the clubhouse.
The double play ball. Did you think about going and flipping it underhand?
I thought about it, after.
Yeah. Any ball like that takes you to the bag, just flip it under. Yeah, it's all right. That's just time.
Yeah.
You know? That ain't going to happen again.
You got plenty of time.
You got...
Good advice from Harold, an ace infielder in his day.
Turned to double player, too.
Hey, Max. 5. What we got next?
So after this, we're going to go Clayton Theater, and we'll do...
First pitch to Dalton Rushing.
How about that, huh? See that sink at 97, that run at 97 miles an hour? This is a guy, too, in rushing. The bat is real.
Oh, yeah. No, there's some serious juice. Good amount of power.
He's another guy to put on a big display during BP.
Oh man, it's like Wilson Contreras style from the left side. It's bat first before defense. I still think his defense is good. It's coming.
He'll be able to stay behind the plate.
I would think so as well. Got a good arm, but yeah, the bat definitely is a plus bat. He was hitting balls into the cafe. They've all the way to the top into the upper deck as well, into right field. I mean, with ease.
1-2.
You don't see too many lefties go up there.
No. Not often.
2-2 count. It's an action count right here. Got to throw your best pitch. Dalton Rushing.
Take a look at the scouting report.
And we talked about the power. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but the tremendous bat speed is what generates it.
Shadow's not the factor they were a few minutes ago. It's both the pitcher and Batters, catcher, umpire. They got a fighting chance now.
We talk about that two-seamer. He was throwing at 98 miles an hour. It was over 2,000 RPMs. That's elite in RPMs.
Hitting. That had to hurt.
Ouch.
It's going to load him up.
Take a look at that slider. Just overspin, overgripped.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a slider. You know, when it comes to a left-handed hitter, you're trying to get away, but the ball has eyes. It's going to find you.
There was no way for him to. That was going to find him no matter what hop, skip, and a jump he had to do.
It's going to hurt today. It's going to hurt tomorrow. Tough catcher, though.
Got to be tough to be a catcher. It starts getting higher up in the order. In the ranks here, Nasim Nunez.
Oh, I came all the way out here. We're just going to have a chat. Yeah. Backside. You good. Backside? Well, let's just get a little run down the line and come back. Just make sure. I can tell you coordinator.
I came all the way out here, man. I got to get some love, TV love.
Dalton Rush is like, I'm not coming out of this game.
Sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Thank you. He's got the Penny Hardaways on right now. I mean, look at him.
Kind of chilling over here. Freeze on a line drive. Don't do anything silly getting to the next base, okay? Stride out.
Tell you what, he's got some good kicks.
These guys have some good shoe game, man.
Game's changed, you know? It's fun.
1 out, bases loaded.
Come out. What's up?
Nasim Nunez is the batter.
Well, he talked about his love of his abuelo, his grandfather. Wouldn't this be something right now, huh? Bases loaded. Hey!
Well, 1-1.
And he is the kind of guy who'll see pitches, he'll draw his walks, he makes contact.
There you go. That's productive. Down the line, into the corner. 1 run scores, 2 runs, and it's going to clear the bases. And I tell you what, Dalton Rushing, catcher, fast runner, got around nice and easy.
He runs
3-run
well
double.
for a catcher.
Swing, baby. What a moment, though, for Nasim Nunez, huh? Taking that 97 down and away with the shadows. Shadows? What shadows? Bases loaded. I'm sure his grandfather is looking up from the skies and really enjoying it. That's how you do it. Look at him go around the bases right there. What a moment for him.
And doing exactly what he does is what makes him, you know, a good player. He didn't try to get too big. He's not going to hit for power. He just went with the pitch, went the other way.
A defensive first guy, but his bat's come alive. Base hit, 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs. Have yourself a futures game day.
You can see he's got the good wheels too, and there he goes. With the left-hand hitter, defiantly takes third base.
Count that, now a stolen base. 3 RBIs and a stolen base. Huh.
Kara didn't have a chance at all. I mean, it's Cole Keith is playing really deep at third also, and heads up base running by Nunez.
0-2 to Crawford.
Heads up.
Oh, man.
That's a scare right there.
Yeah.
Pay attention, boys. The 0-2. Crawford batting in the 9 spot. Victor Scott, the second, is on deck. 1 out, runner at third, going to bring the infield up close.
Got to try to keep it where it is.
5-0 lead with the big 3 spot on the board, 6th inning. Crawford so far sacrificed fly and a fly out to center.
A ball that just kept carrying to left center, huh?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. You see there the contact skills, the on-base ability, the speed. Those are the carrying tools right now. The power is going to come.
Strike 3 called.
Oh, they're going to challenge it?
Yep. I think
Sure
Crawford challenged that immediately.
Let's see what we have. Automated balls and strikes. The challenge showed up on Mariner Vision. Woo. Just got a piece.
Oh, the beauty of this too is, for the umpires, talk about your shadows and what you got to deal with. As you see right there in Crawford trying to
great reaction.
The reaction, but it tells you how good they are.
Man. Yeah, you got about an 1/8 of an inch strike there, Justin. Hang with him.
Hang with him.
One of the 108 seams touched. Two outs, top of the order. Victor Scott second. Just for Zulueta. Here's the pitcher. Scott with a base hit, stole second and third back in the 5th inning.
He's showing a really good tight spin slider.
Landing him in the strike zone too, and that's been a key for him.
That's an elite slider, close to 3,000 RPMs. You see that with the Coles and the Hunter Browns.
Yeah.
That's usually what you would see, those RPMs kind of spike up. But yeah, sliders is a real pitch. I know he throws 100 miles an hour with a lot of movement, but slider's a good one too.
2-2.
Talked about that run on his upper 90s fastball.
3-2. How close is he? AAA guy right now?
I mean, arm pure stuff wise, yes. If you can throw that breaking ball for strikes like this.
Take this challenge. Home plate umpire.
They're using all their challenges.
Yeah, why not?
Don't leave them in, sitting in the dugout.
Macon Hammond.
It was called a strike, but
home plate umpire.
Up. Yet again.
Wow. Good job by the home plate umpire. You can say, told you. 3-run double by Nasim Nunez. And Raul Banez with a smile. 5-0 lead, National League here in the Futures game here 2023 in Seattle. Caroline Pineda standing by with Matt Holliday.
Yes, Matt Holliday, a 7-time All-Star, but today here as Jackson Holiday's dad. How special has it been for you to be on this journey with him?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Today's been a great day. Really enjoyed watching him out there and get a chance to play in front of this kind of a crowd and on this stage at such a young age. Proud of him. He's a great kid, and it's been fun to watch.
Your perspective watching from the stands is a little bit different than most parents. What is it like for you watching him play?
It's fun. I enjoy watching him play. I know how much he loves to play and the passion that he has to play the game. And it's such a cool venue, and it's really exciting. I mean, it's so much different than when you play. You actually to watch your kid play. It's a lot more nerve-wracking, and you want him to do well way more than you wanted yourself to do well. So I'm proud of him and enjoy watching him play.
You were standing on the field with him during batting practice, and a bunch of people started asking for his autograph. How surreal is that for you, and is it strange?
It is. It's strange, but it's cool. He's a very humble young man and signs a lot of autographs. But it's fun to watch, and like I said, I'm just happy that we share a passion of baseball and getting a chance to watch him do his thing and be here in such a cool environment and be part of the Futures game at such a young age is really cool.
You mentioned him being on the big stage, and obviously he is here and in other circumstances. What advice have you given him about that?
Well, I think he's got a chance to be around the game, so he's seen a lot, and just want him to honor the Lord with the way he handles himself and the way he treats people, and just enjoy this because it goes fast. But I'm most proud of the young man he is, and his faith and the kind of person he is.
Well, thanks so much, Matt, for your time. Dave.
All right, Caroline, thank you. Give Matt our best regards. And he's right. When you're watching your kids play, you're more nervous than you were when you played, right?
I talked to him earlier before the game. I said, man, how much does your whole family love the game of baseball? He says, Yonder, after the season's over, the only thing that's on our house is our network. Baseball network.
There you go.
It is baseball all day long. It's amazing how much they just love the game. They want to learn about the game. And they just get better and better.
I love how he's sitting next to his Orioles farmhand teammate, too.
They enjoy each other.
They're going to be in Baltimore together for a long. Maybe they might just be comparing hair flow. So,
yeah, right. Hit on the button by Butler. He's thrown out there. 2 outs.
Thank you, bro. You talk about J.P. Massey and what he's done in his first pro season. He's been really, really good for Pittsburgh. The Florida State League Pitcher of the Month. He had 22 pounds in 2021.
Yeah, he just got bumped up to high A Greensboro not long ago. He's kind of snuck up on people a little bit. Up to 97. He's got a slider and a slower curve that's got a little more vertical break. Some really interesting ingredients.
Pittsburgh prospects, man, it just feels like they, we talk about Cincinnati and all these young kids like Baltimore, the teams, but I talked to the farm director and John Baker, and he was talking about Endy, he was talking about this guy as well, and JP. They're coming. They've been coming.
Yeah, they're starting to pull guys at the upper levels. And that's what you want to see. That's what Baltimore is doing. That's what Cincinnati is doing. Then you get them to the big leagues, and then they have to produce. And in Baltimore and Cincinnati, that's what they've been doing so far.
Pittsburgh has surprised a lot of teams, a lot of people around baseball.
Well, they had a run there where, heck, they were in first place. They've since come back to earth.
Yeah, they had.
But I look back
in
here.
April, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, May 20, they were 20-9, a game and a half up on Milwaukee.
Unreal.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Sound like Deion there. Deion Sanders out of Colorado. That's what he was saying. He said up that TV. We're coming.
We're coming. We're coming. Gotta believe that they're coming.
2 out base runner.
An opportunity for the American League to maybe make something happen. Tyler Soderstrom, one of the better power bats in the minor leagues right here.
I look at him and it's like James McCann, a better version of Matt Wieters with the power. He made another guy that made this stadium tiny.
Yes.
It was impressive. I mean, the #1 prospect in the A system right now. How about this? 37 extra base hits in 67 games. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
They get a reaction every time. Boy, that's impressive. 1-1. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit to center and a strikeout. Really good crowd here.
I'll say.
And the lower bowl is pretty much filled.
The scouts love his swing, but would you think he would just probably be a first baseman?
Yeah, he's funny. He's been catching more this year than he did the year prior. He's catching about 3 times a week. So, maybe it's a little bit of both. He's plenty good at first base. The catching has taken a little bit longer, and at a certain point, it's not that they don't think he can do it, but maybe you want to get that bat into the lineup
every day. You take a look at his home runs here.
He likes the big part of the field. It doesn't really matter where it is.
Whew.
Average velo, 106 change, way outside.
I would think a heater will be coming here, 3-2. Let's see, mano a mano.
Yeah.
See what you got, big boy. You like to slug.
2 outs, runner at first. He takes off.
Ball down.
And it's ball 4.
Something might be brewing.
Let's hope Harold Reynolds and his staff right now. 2 out, 2 on.
And look who's coming out. Pay a little mound visit.
Hey, Felix Hernandez, the king. I know down in Baltimore they've called their One of the guys, the
Felix
king, is
Bautista.
like,
Yeah.
stop, time out. Take
Time out.
a 20 here. Come on. This is the king right here. Come on now.
I just wonder, it must be weird, because I can guarantee you that when he was out on the mound, if he saw the pitching coach coming to talk to him, he did not want to see him, right? He'd want to stay on the mound.
Good to see Felix back in San. Going into the Mariners Hall of Fame later on this summer.
You hold the king's court.
Hey, man.
You know
that's
what? You're the king.
Yeah.
That was something.
End of story.
End of story.
That was a little shot out there just to try to settle J.P. Massey down after a couple of walks.
What a teammate. King Felix.
Justin Henry Malloy. 2 out, 2 on.
Come out.
Yeah, I got you.
But Felix had an emotional final game here at T-Mobile Park and had some great moments, including the perfect game back in 2012, August 15 of 2012. That was the most recent perfecto until Domingo Germán a few days, about a week, 2 weeks ago, came up with a perfect game.
It's not a fun at bat against that guy, I'll tell you. You can never pick up his fastball. The fastball came out of the same angle as his split. There was only a 2 or 3 mile difference. It would just get you off balance, had that hook. But the biggest thing he had wasn't his pitches, it was his heart.
Breaking ball, boy, he had some I call some heartbreaking games where he'd give up 2, 3 runs and lose. You know, with 9, 10, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Well, the year he won the Cy Young.
Yeah. Oh, look out.
Hey, now.
Come out. 23. 24. 24? Oh, 30. 30? Okay, next guy. Yep. He gets 30. I thought he was at 25. Okay, estamos bien.
Oh, pitch counts, I think we're...
Gets 2 outs and walks the bases loaded.
That's a good breaking ball right there.
Good reset right there.
Nick York hit an absolute rocket.
He did commit on that. Left center field, base of the fence, leading off the 5th inning, but they couldn't bring him around. That was a quick dismissal of York with the bases loaded. And Massey pitches out of a massive jam.
They're happy.
Lead 5-0 for the National League. Ooh.
Welcome back to the 2023 Futures game. I'm here with Victor Scott. And Victor, you come into the game to DH, you get a hit, 2 stolen bags. You look over at your teammates. You are mean mugging. You got everyone over here cracking up. Is this exactly what you wanted to show in your first ever Futures game?
Most definitely, most definitely. I wanted to come out, hit a single, and if I could steal 2 bases, steal 2 bases. And with God willing, it ended up happening. So had to get the teammates a look. You know what I'm saying? So
63 stolen bases in your first 2 seasons. You've earned the nickname Swiper, Man of Steel. Where did those nicknames come from? Or who gave them to you? Because it's obvious where they came from.
I think just social media presented those to me. I know Swiper came from my teammate Tink Hintz, so we always just kind of kept that in between us. And then one day I put it on social media, and it became a little bigger than I expected. So it's great stuff.
Vic, we appreciate you. Thanks for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to you, Dave.
Sierra and Victor, thank you very much. Great sense of humor.
I like it.
Absolutely. And Swiper gets 2 bags back in the 5th. Hey, goal achieved. Clayton Beater is the new pitcher.
You talk about what the Yankees have done in the bullpen this year in the big league level. Top 5 in the big league level. This is another guy that I would think is coming. Clayton Beater.
Yeah, he's got really, really good stuff. And, you know, another guy who's going to light up the radar gun, mid-90s, has got a really good slider as well, mid-80s slider, and some really, really good stuff. And of course, the Yankees got him from the Dodgers in the Joey Gallo deal.
Ball and 2 strikes. Playing 7. So top 7, the American League will get its last at bat with the top of the order coming up. That's really well hit, but going foul.
He's got such a quick bat.
Boy.
I mean, I think that's, you know, you can't, that kind of bat speed is going to play as he continues to refine his approach. He's still so young, playing in Double-A.
Packed house.
Oh, a beautiful day here in Seattle. Again, the shadows, they were in effect for a couple, 3 innings. That was about it. Right now, it's normal. The only guys in the sunshine, right side of the infield and center fielder and the right fielder. Seattle, the city has really turned out nicely for the All-Star festivities, which began last night with the HBCU Swingman Classic. 2 down.
We had the high school All-American game yesterday as well, so kicking things off with a lot of young talent.
And we get the celebrity softball game coming after this. Home run derby on Monday. The game on Tuesday.
The draft tomorrow, where we'll probably see a couple guys here at the Futures game, an upcoming Futures game.
Yeah, as early as next year.
Tell you what, Beater really showed a really good slider there, huh? Good fastball, good slider.
Not only is Harold getting everybody into the game, he's making sure every coach.
Yeah, they got the bullpen coach Max Winter going out to make the pitching change. Tell you what, we've enjoyed being here in Seattle and enjoyed being with these guys. Let's hear the best of stuff that we've picked up this afternoon.
Pitching right now. We're going to exchange lineups.
Let's give Harold the crappiest one.
Yeah. Our boy Owen. Owen, you good stuff, man.
Wow, dude.
Wave it in.
I love when he gets an older guy looking at him. Wow, dude.
If I had a bet, he was watching Jacob Mizorowski pitch.
I would think so.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I would think so.
I mean, the guy was born.
That was a wow, dude moment. I'm gonna start using that as a grade for pitchers.
Yeah, right. Wow, dude.
Now, where do you think this guy is? Wow, dude.
Hey, it works. Luis Guerrero, the Red Sox organization.
What an incredible story this guy is, huh? Luis Guerrero, limited mobility in his right knee. Guy who was hospitalized at the age of 1 for his condition. But this is a guy that, you know, obstacle hasn't let him define who he is. And Luis Guerrero, I mean, this is a high 90s guy, can reach up to 100 miles an hour. This guy at Double-A has been fantastic, a 1.1 ERA. It's explosion, plus stuff, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I mean, it's pure power. It's kind of what you want to see in a game like this. He's going to come in, maybe only face the 1 batter. And he throws a cutter.
Yeah, right on cue.
Here, Yanquiel Fernandez is coming. All right, come on. Give me the premium heater right here. And pulls the string a little bit.
An absolute rocket up the middle his last at bat. And this is fuego, huh? Triple digits against a guy like a guy that looks like Jordan Alvarez, slugging machine.
Power to spare. Really starting to come into it. Just got moved up to Double-A not that long ago.
2-1.
I think Guerrero knows exactly who he is. Cutter, fastball up, another changeup.
2-1 pitch. Ooh, nasty. 2-2.
Come out.
2 out, nobody on here. Top of the 7th at 5-0. Lead for the National League on 5 hits. American League has 5 hits, but could not get anybody around. They've left 9 men on. After him that time. Hit triple digits to do it. Last ups here for the American League. And as advertised, this guy has the real heat and a big wow dude moment. Listen to every MLB game live or on demand with At Bat and watch all minor league baseball and live look-ins on MLB Big Inning. No blackouts. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. Going into our final inning here. Dave Sims, Leandro Alonso, Jonathan Mayo, Sierra Santos, Carolyn Pineda as we look at Mike Vassell from the New York Metropolitans.
University of Virginia product. More feel for pitching guy. I don't think we're going to see triple digits from Vassell right here, but he knows how to pitch. He's got 4 of them. He can mix them up. Just moved up to AAA recently, and in AA, he walked nobody. Under 2 per 9. That is impressive.
Oh, this is Mets against Yankee right here. And Spencer Jones.
Leading off here in the bottom of the 7th, our final inning. Give me some takeaways, fellas. It's from the stuff you've seen here so far this afternoon.
Oh, I think we've seen some wow dude stuff. I don't want to overuse that. Well, you know what? I do want to overuse it.
I'm working in the Mariners broadcast.
Please, I'll take a cut of whatever that is. But yeah, it's always, to me, almost regardless of what happens, just seeing this much talent on the field in person at one time, you don't get to see it. And Yandra, as you pointed out in the open, like, we're going to see these guys impacting the big league. We may see some of these guys before the year's over, but certainly next year you're going to see Major League All-Stars from this group right here, so pay attention.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, even talking to Harold Reynolds earlier, prior to making this roster and the guys that are here, he said about 15 guys that they were in the roster to play in this year's Futures game are already in the big leagues.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, we might see another 10 to 12 as well. Next year, we'll probably see in this group class another 20 to 30. But, what I've seen with the arms, I mean, how impressive was Jacob Mazurowski? I mean, he was incredible. Another thing is the class of catchers that are here. I think the future is bright in that position. You see guys like Rushing. You see guys like Carreros, you see a guy like Ford. I mean, these are guys where in the catching department, it has been pretty good in the big league level. I think it's a premier position, a winning position, and I think the future is bright at that position indeed.
What jumped out of me, physicality in these guys. I mean, really, guys really are put together.
Yeah, it just seems like they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I think, I mean, they're all the physical specimens to begin with, but, the player development departments have done a lot in terms of not just strength and conditioning, nutrition at the minor league level. You have to be ready to play year-round. They were playing year-round in high school. It's so if you're not ready, you're not going to make it on the stage.
Take a look at all the strikeouts recorded today. Filling up the box pretty well. That's brought to you by StatCast. Alabama's coming out to make a move.
It's a hell of a job. Give me something. I know, man. Hey, good job, man. Good job, baby. Good job. I know. I know. I hate doing it, but we want to get everybody in the game. We got ground ball double play. I leave my guy in the pad, man.
So he goes like this. He goes, I got a curveball. And then he throws a heater. And I was like, oh, fuck. He never threw one. And I was like, oh, shit. No, he's straight, dog.
How are the shadows? They're all right?
Not bad, no. Now they're not bad.
But when they were over here?
My first AB was tough with all speed.
Yeah.
But heaters were fine. You could see everything.
Oh, shit. So, Go finish it. Go get him. Do your thing.
3 cutters. I can open it up to a slider.
What do you like? What do you like to prefer? Like
change up.
So
wiggle change.
Heater. What would you say is your second?
So like inside heaters.
Okay.
Is it a righty or lefty?
Lefty.
Let's go away fastball first pitch.
Okay.
Let's jam them in.
You like the slider or the curveball more?
Slider.
Okay. Let's go, babe.
Love the communication.
He's never caught him before, so he's got to find out. I was just kind of laughing at the fact that they're covering their mouths, but we can hear every word they're saying.
Well, I always say when I watch guys cover up, they can't disseminate that information quickly enough to affect the game as far as I can see.
I think it's more of a habit or feature. A lot of these guys are paying attention, from the dugout. Right. Some become professional lip readers, but yes, I do agree with you. Sometimes I don't understand, especially in a moment like this.
And I do know that there are old timers that are guys, and I heard stories over the last couple of days. Rod Carew, Tony Gwynn, they could read every little tick picture ahead. Right. They could read the signs. They could tell you what's going on. But again, there are not too many guys that fit that bill these days.
No.
That's really old school.
It's a little old school wisdom right there, which is plenty of in these dugouts with the coaching staff that's here. But talk about wisdom. A guy like Patrick Monteverde, I mean, look, if anything, I know this is the Futures game. A lot of young guys, and he is very young too, but he is the oldest guy here in the Futures game.
I mean, it's a great story. He was like a fifth-year senior. Yeah. You don't necessarily expect, and meanwhile, he's like leading the minors in earned run average. He changes speeds really well. A lefty who can throw to both sides of the plate and change speeds. He got a chance to pitch in the big leagues.
Drew Gilbert fouls one off.
I think for me, when I look at him, word that comes out is adversity. Right, this is a guy who, it's a fastball changeup. His best pitch is his changeup, but don't let him fool you. I mean, this guy likes to bite the corners, and he's really, really good at it.
The 0-1. Bouncing ball through the 4-hole, base hit.
Look at this speed.
Yeah, I know. Look at the stride, the throw to third.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, that was a long strider. Spencer Jones. Did he ever run the 400? Man, he looked good.
Check this out. It is secondary understanding. He's taking the extra backs as soon as the ball was hit. I mean, there was no chance right here. Look at these strides. Oh, my goodness. Perfect the way he turned it back there at second base. He knew it wasn't going to be any chance right there. Ladies and gentlemen, TV doesn't do justice. He's about 6'8". Just pure length.
And even in his base hit, he was running close to 30 feet per second.
Which is elite.
Which is elite. Normally it takes a little while for a guy to go. First to third, you really get to see him going.
Dave, you named it. I mean, you said the thing that's impressed you the most, right, has been that. The size of these guys, the strength of these guys. But it really has been it's been amazing to watch how special these guys move around the field.
And the tools are unbelievable. Spencer Jones, going first to third with elite sprint speed, and then Yanquiel Fernandez. The reason that was even close at all is because that was 103 miles an hour from right field to third base. That'll play.
Yeah, real. Quite real. 1-1 here.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Edgar here, Carroll, the hitter. Cuban kid of Cienfuegos, Cuba. Little switch hitting catcher.
Double play ground ball. There's 1 and 2, and that's your ball game. National League wins in a 5-0 shutout. Impressive performance here. Raul Abanez'
I forgot I had it on.
Crew beats Harold Reynolds and his crew 5-0. I think this was definitely a good time. Good time had by all by these guys.
Do we shake hands?
Harold wants to know. They're going to do like a.
I'll fucking shake hands and kick the ass. Shake hands. Shake hands.
He wants to shake hands.
Let's go, guys. Shake hands.
Buhner, still in character. Didn't want to shake hands. He's amazing.
I want to shake their hands.
These guys are competitors first and foremost.
I love it. These are old Mariners teammates, and they're busting chops like day one at spring training.
There we go.
It's been a good group.
Good sight to see, though, right?
Absolutely.
Futures game. A lot of these guys are going to play against each other for years to come.
Never know when they're going to play with each other, too. Right?
Yeah, that's the truth.
All these young players are going. The one thing that they can share is they're going through the same process of trying to get up to the big leagues, and this can be a very large stepping stone.
A lot of camaraderie there. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or transmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Roll out some red carpet, get ready for the next activity here at T-Mobile Park with a big crowd on hand here. It's a lot of fun watching these guys and getting to put names, faces with the names, seeing the body types, see how they move.
This is why I love this day so much. Almost regardless, the performances are great, but I spend so much time in my world ranking these guys based on talking to scouts, talking to player development people. Getting to see them on this stage and do their thing, like why is Jackson Churio thought that high? Why is Yanquiel Fernandez on the rise? We got to see all of those guys, even if it's just for one snippet on the biggest stage there is, a big league stadium.
National League had a 2-0 lead after 2 innings. And as we move forward in this 7-inning game, where things really started to crank open for them. In the 6th inning, they sent 7 men to the plate, and with the bases loaded, they got a big knock. There's how it started. That's how they loaded them up. Hit batter, and then Nasim Nunez.
Oh, what a moment for him, huh? Nasim Nunez, a 22-year-old out of Bronx, New York. We talked about him and what it means to be here in the bright lights of the Futures game. Families watching not only here, but elsewhere.
Great moment for that young man. Let's go down to Sierra Santos for our post-game ceremony.
We are here to present the Larry Doby Award to the MVP of the 2023 Sirius XM All-Star Futures game. With me is Tony Regans, Chief Baseball Development Officer for Major League Baseball. Joining them, please welcome 2016 Hall of Fame inductee Ken Griffey Jr. We are pleased to announce that Nasim Nunez is the 2023 recipient of the Larry Doby Award. Congratulations on behalf of Sirius XM and the Seattle Mariners and Major League Baseball.
Here, I'll take it.
Nas, you just took that hardware from Ken Griffey Jr. How's that feel?
It's cool. It's Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, so your manager, Raul Ibanez, said before the game that he wants guys to leave this game feeling like they are on the cusp of greatness. Where does this rank so far in your pro career?
I mean, it's an honor to represent my team, my teammates, my coaches, and my family. So it's up there.
Family is important to you. You mentioned that your grandfather passed away a year ago, that he wouldn't even know how to act just seeing you here on the field. Now that you have that award in your hand, what would it mean to him?
He's smiling down. That's all that matters.
Congratulations, Nas. Let's go back up to you, Dave.
All right, Sierra, and I love the fact that the award is named after the late, great Larry Doby, who integrated the American League back in July of 1947. MLB Sunday leadoff continues tomorrow as the Texas Rangers take on the Washington Nationals right here on Peacock. For Yonder Alonso, Jonathan Mayo, Caroline Pineda, and Sierra Santos, I'm Dave Sims. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for watching the Sirius XM All-Star Futures game. And right now, let's relive some of the great moments from our day here in Seattle, Washington.
Let's go, man. That's a dub. Yeah, let's go.
I just got promoted to AAA.
Hey, I want to play around with it. I ain't never got to use it before. Hey, I thought I'd try it out.
He goes, I could have told him that ball was up.
I can't cover all of them.
Right.
You guys throwing 97, probably with ride.
Yeah.
Right.
Your swing's perfect, bro.
Oh, dirty.
Oh, yeah, thank you, guys. That was awesome.